And the starting point for the after hours party, after hours again, is where we let our hair down and we get to know each other. Um, we're not that PC in the after hours, but it's okay because we're sitting amongst our friends here on the tailgate and having a good time. But with that, I am going to have to step away again because my wife just pulled up and she's been grocery shopping. So I got to go help haul in groceries. So, Scott and Brenda, I will turn it over to you all to facilitate the action here until I get back. And Sandy, since Sandy is gone in Sun City. So I'll be back. I'll be listening, but I'll be muted.
Oh yeah, I gotta make it an early night. I got cats to take or dogs to take care of tomorrow.
All right, Dan.
All right,
Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
Hold on, Dan. I'm going to show you something. Just a minute.
Okay.
He had to run fetch it.
I thought he was just going on the other side of the room.
I sent
One
I
little
sent,
fun.
I sent
Big
Dana a
room.
video of a guy turning, and I said, "What do you think of this?" And he goes, "I says it scares me." And he says, "Boy, this guy does not know how to turn, does he?" He was scary. He was using a saw with the lathe on, and I'm going like, wow.
Yeah, Dane
Yeah,
mentioned earlier.
Dane mentioned that.
Yeah.
What do you got,
I can't
Joaquin?
imagine.
Yeah. Hey, Dan, you remember we was talking about that imitation gold leafing and stuff?
Yep.
And I told you how the gold would fade if you didn't put something on it to protect it. This is a gold one I did, and it looks good in the picture there, but it's faded a lot. I didn't put any kind of protection on it. And I've got some others that I did put a clear coat on top of them, and they didn't fade out like this. And this is when we had that birdhouse contest, but it's got a dull color to it.
I
Wow,
like that though. It looks antique.
it does.
Yeah, it
So,
does.
what kind
Yes,
of
but-
protection would you put on, Joaquin?
Huh?
What kind of protection could you put on it? Like
Just,
a
a lacquer, a clear coat, or
clear lacquer? Okay,
to just seal the air from getting to it and
right.
fading out. I read that somewhere.
So that it doesn't oxidize.
Yeah,
Uh,
gold leafer. I didn't figure it out myself until I saw this, and now I understand. And it's the same thing on the silver and all the rest of them, except for the real gold. But you need to put something on them to keep them from oxidizing, like Billy said. And I just noticed that since we talked last time, Dan.
The real gold doesn't oxidize like that, Joaquin?
That's she said the 24 karat gold doesn't oxidize.
wow.
Really?
That's just what
Yeah,
they said. I haven't
not
tried that.
typically.
Yeah,
Silver will.
silver, no matter what, if you put something on it or not, will still.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's what I read on the internet and stuff, and these people that do it all the time, so they won't even use it.
Yeah, I've got some silver. Them them seashells, sea urchins.
Yeah.
And they haven't turned on me yet. That don't mean they won't turn on me.
I've used chrome. It wasn't really silver. It was called chrome leaf,
Yeah.
and I've got clear coat over it, and that was almost 30 years ago, and it hasn't oxidized at all.
Okay. Just want to put that information out to think about.
I've used some Gilder's paste for my gold recently, and I sprayed it with lacquer. I don't know if it will oxidize that way or not, but the Gilder's paste goes on so even and consistent. It's just beautiful the way it goes on.
Okay.
How long did that take to oxidize like that, Joaquin?
This is what, I guess 2 years ago, we had this contest, wasn't it? A birdhouse contest?
Yeah, probably at least that.
Yeah, about 2 years. I mean, it looks good, but it doesn't look as good as it did when I finished it. You know?
Wonder how
Yeah.
you could speed that up so you could obtain that finish.
I like it like that though.
Yeah, I do too. That's why I was wondering how long it would take to make it that way. No, I mean, if you could force the oxidation so that you could control how dark it got, you know?
That would be cool, absolutely. Mm.
There is a product I've used ages ago called Rub and Buff. And it comes in a tube. I think it's still available. And you can work it in with your finger and then let it set up and dry, and then you can lacquer or coat over it. It produces a reasonably nice finish.
Yeah, I've got some of that. You can get it at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, you can get it at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Amazon. They have, gosh, 12 different colors, I think.
Yeah, you can get gold and buff and all kinds of things. It's $9 a tube on Amazon. $8.99.
You can get, what colors are there here? There's a Grecian gold, pewter, ebony, autumn gold, gold leaf, European gold, Spanish copper, antique gold, silver leaf. And that's just 9 of them. There's
It's
more.
just to start with.
Yeah, okay. Here's all, oh my goodness. There's 20 apparently or more. Yeah, olive gold, autumn gold, Grecian gold, antique gold, gold leaf, European gold, Chinese red, antique white, ebony, pewter, turquoise, emerald, jade, Spanish copper, silver leaf, sapphire, blue, pearl blue, amethyst, patina, and ruby.
Is it Hobby Lobby?
No, Hobby Lobby has them. I don't know if they have all the colors or not, but Hobby Lobby carries it.
Yeah, you got to special order them. They only keep 3 colors, I think.
Though that was on Etsy at $9 a tube. Walmart has some of them, it says. I don't know how many. On Amazon, there's 9 colors for $47.95.
Amazon lists
But Michael's has it for $6.99 a tube. Hobby
Yep.
Lobby's $6.99 a tube.
Amazon lists pewter, black, bronze, gold, European gold, gold brass, copper, and a buff antiquing. I don't know what that is.
What y'all talking about?
Rub and buff. It's
Beat a hole in the bit.
it's a paste finish that you can it's kind of waxy has a waxy feel to it. You can put it, spread it on with your finger, work it in, let it dry, and then seal it with lacquer or whatever.
Did somebody show a piece with it?
No.
No,
We-
Joaquin showed a piece that was gold that was tarnished.
It oxidized a little bit and it looked really cool.
They did.
So somebody brought up you can get the same effect with this stuff called Rub and Buff. And I've
Oh,
heard of
okay.
it. I've seen crafters use it.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Never-
Well, I tried it
never
one
used it.
time myself and I couldn't get it on even with my fingers. It would be, it seemed like it dried so quickly and I would rub and rub and rub and it wasn't going anywhere. So, but then I put some lacquer over and had some faded spots, but it was okay. But
It's-
I have never bought any more colors.
It's just a whole lot easier to work with than gold leaf or, you know.
Oh, yeah.
That's messy stuff.
Apparently you can oxidize it using vinegar.
Oh, really?
The gold leaf?
The gold leaf, 18 and 20 karat gold leaf can be oxidized with vinegar by leaving it in a sealed container for a short period of time will start the oxidation process.
You mean fumes?
Fume it. Yeah, you're gonna fume it basically.
Yeah, fume it. Like you do ammonia fuming on oak.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep,
Or
yep.
bleaching.
I've done ammonia fuming. It's really cool.
Mm.
Stinks the shop up something awful though.
Sandy, are you drinking
Yeah.
from one of your vessels that you turned?
No,
No?
I didn't. No, that was, my neighbor across the street and bought it for me.
No,
So,
okay.
no, but it's a pretty piece, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It looked
Yeah.
like wood.
I know. I think that's maybe why she bought it for me, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, I don't know, but it's not. Whew. I haven't turned a vessel for a while, a few months. Actually, I haven't done a lot of turning. We've been busy. I have a sister that's not very well, so she's running me back and forth to the East
Night,
Coast
Brett.
and things.
Good night.
Good night, Brent.
Right, Brent.
Good night, Brett.
Sandy,
I
you'll
haven't
be
done a
heading
whole
to
trip.
Arizona pretty soon, right?
I'm here. I got
Oh,
here
there.
Tuesday.
Oh wow.
Oh,
I
wow.
know.
Up
Yeah.
in Sun City.
I am. Not very sunny. Well, the
I know,
sun
it's
was out
cold.
today, but it's cold. Woo.
I haven't seen the sun in 8 days.
I haven't
it's
done
supposed to-
I haven't done hardly any turning this week. My dust collector went out on me Monday.
Oh,
It's
geez.
supposed to hit 30 degrees down here in Tucson, Sandy.
I know. Well, it's gonna be cool tomorrow, and then it's gonna go up to like 70 something, and eventually by the weekend it's gonna be in the
Yeah.
80s here.
Yeah, they're
It's like-
saying 80
Yeah.
on Sunday.
Yeah, it's
Make up
crazy.
your mind.
Yeah, the wind
Yep.
today just about blew me over.
Yep.
Cold and windy. Yeah, but I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, I bet.
But
I don't have to
you're-
babysit any no grandchildren down here. I don't babysit.
Yeah.
Dane, 30 degrees, you say?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
cold.
Wow.
Yep. It's been cold since I got here.
We've had 7 inches of rain since last Saturday.
Ooh.
So,
Ooh.
so 2
It's
weeks
supposed to
ago,
rain here Saturday.
2 weeks ago,
Friday
we were
and
at 100.
Saturday.
We were at 103 14 days ago.
Yeah.
And so we go from 103 to the low 70s
And even lower when I got up this
for our
morning.
high, and then
Yeah, oh, yeah.
40s, in the mid 40s. So we
Yeah.
skipped enjoying anything in the 90s, totally skipped the 80s. And, Sunday we're supposed to be at, 80 degrees for a high. So
Yeah.
Time will
I just
tell.
got
Right.
back today from Pecos and we're at 39 degrees this morning.
yep.
Oh,
Yay
Ugh,
for the
yeah.
desert.
yeah. So anyway, I ate something. I'm gonna go get my teeth brushed and get in bed and catch up on the time change.
Okay.
We
Night, Sandy.
drive down here and that first day is 11 hours. Second day is 8, 9, 8 hours, I think. And then the third
Yeah.
day, we're coming in from Vegas, so it's not too bad, 4 or 5 hours. But then you're like, whoa. So that's
Yeah,
where
it's
I
a
am.
haul. You know, doing those
Yeah.
long drives, it wears on you.
Yep.
I know, but you know what? You travel with so much of your tools and things like that. Wood, I bring my little wood down here, and I leave a lot of things here, but I do travel still with a lot of my tools and stuff like that. So it's a very heavy car.
Yeah.
Very little clothes. We travel with like 2 pair of jeans and 3 or 4 shirts, and that's about it.
Yep. Amen.
Until, but because you got to leave all that room for my stuff. I got stuff.
Yeah.
I come with, yep, boxes of finish. Oh my gosh, box of dyes, you know, two.
All right.
Yeah. So anyway, good night, guys. I'll see you next week.
Night, Sandy.
All right,
Good
Sandy.
night.
Good seeing you.
Night, Sandy.
Bye. Night.
Well, it actually wasn't my dust collector that went out. It was my remote.
Then you should have been able to turn it on manually.
I could. After I went back out there and tested it the next day, it quit on me Monday afternoon, and so I just came in the shop and came in the house. It was one of those days anyway. I destroyed. Oh, I don't remember. Nothing I did came out right, so it was best just to stop. So I came in the house the next morning. Yesterday morning, I went out and thought, okay, let's see if it's really the start capacitor or if it's something else. And turns out it was the remote, which kind of surprised me a little bit, because when I tested it Monday before I came in, I'd hit the remote button and the green light came on the receiver, or the switch box receiver, same thing. And it made a click. So I'm thinking, okay, the solenoid's engaging. I should have power. But I didn't have any power. So I tested the switch box Tuesday morning on something else. And it wasn't working. So I thought, okay. So it's that. At least this one lasted 2 years. So I got a new one in today and we're back in operation.
Is that a 220 box or a 110 switch box?
120. 30 amp.
I'm looking for a 220 version of that.
I'll see if I can find one. I found a bunch of 12-volt DCs, but the first ones I was using were the little cheap. Well, these aren't really expensive either, but the first ones I were using was the little white ones that you plug in and plug something into. They're supposed to be rated at 15 amps, and my dust collector isn't supposed to pull more than 10. But those, for one reason or another, those little cheap white ones would only last about 6 months and they'd burn up. Well, this one was rated at 30 amps, so I bumped it up and it lasted 2 years and something went out on it. So I got another one. We'll see how long this one lasts. I've got a 40 amp one coming tomorrow as a backup, just in case.
Yeah.
It's called being way too prepared.
Hey, I don't like being down. that dust collector has got to be working. My lungs can't afford for it not to be.
Right. Yeah, especially for you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't put the spare with your thread cutter.
Oh, I know exactly where that thread cutter is. It's still in the box, but I know where it is.
He's gonna bring that to level up so we can play with it. And he can say he used it.
How many amps?
Probably 30 to 50.
Patrick, what's the Long Ranger? I'm not familiar with dust collection setups.
The Long Ranger is it's a remote switch. Um, if I'm not mistaken, the Long Ranger can also be plugged into your tools so that when you turn the tool on, it kicks the dust collector on. My dust collector's way over in a back room of the shop, so I can't run it that way. I need a remote switch.
I think you can run it both ways. I think you're right.
Yeah, I know it'll do. I know it. I know it'll do remotely, but I think it's got a plug in on the other side that you can, when you turn your tool on, it works too. But
I just used the remote on mine, and I've had it for probably 5 years and never had a problem. I actually bought 2 remotes.
I didn't buy the Long Ranger because I didn't want to spend that much money. I'm cheap.
I think it's well worth the money for longevity.
Yeah, it could be. We'll see. Okay, Scott. See if that's what you're looking for.
Well, check it out, Billy.
All right, who all we got left here? Got Dane in here twice. Oh, Carl, Scott, Gary, Pat, Robert, Roger.
Here's one a little bit. It's just like that one. It's just a little cheaper. And it'll do 110, 110, 120, 240, and it's 40 amp. And it looks exactly like the one I just got and the one I got coming.
Are those from Amazon, Billy?
Yep.
Okay.
I just sent you the other. The other link is in the chat too.
Yep.
They're both in there. The bottom one is 40 amp.
Perfect. I'll look them up here in a little bit.
Yeah, I can't believe I've got a heater on out here already. It's not even
I
December.
have not had to go to heat yet. I've still been running air because today was the coolest that it's been in a long time. We had a high of, or was it yesterday? No, yesterday we had a high of about 77. Today it was 81.
Huh. That's some great weather.
That sounds like a heat wave.
It's seasonably warm. Unseasonably warm. Our low for the next 7 days is Saturday is 79. We're going to be
I'm just hoping
low to mid 80s
weathercasters-
rest of the week.
I'm just hoping the weathercasters got this freezing temperature wrong, because freezes my grapefruit, I'm going to be pissed.
Now, a little further south here, we'll be at 85 tomorrow for the high. And I love it.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. Me too. Means I'm close to being able to get out there and do some much
Oh,
needed
that's weather.
pruning.
I gotta wear dress shirts to stay warm out here.
At 30 degrees, I'd have to have more than that on.
Well, I got my heater on right now.
Okay.
Yeah, right now it's only about 50, 45 or 50 right now outside, but
Mhm.
I got two vents that I got to close up here on the wall. Damn air is just coming through. You know how it is. You get your feet cold, the rest of you is going to be cold. So got the heater on.
That's right.
It's 67 degrees here.
It's 42 degrees right now here, where it's supposed to get down to 29, which is warm for this time of year.
Yeah, we hadn't had a cold front yet. I mean, if we have, it was still in the 80s,
Right.
maybe 78, the lowest one morning.
You didn't catch one yet, Joaquin?
Sir?
You didn't catch one yet? San Antonio
what?
had a whole flood past couple of days.
What are you talking about, Clint?
Cold weather, I think.
Oh, there was just a whole convergence here while I was out of town. And they had flash flooding.
Oh, floods.
Yeah,
Y'all
some
getting a
parts,
lot of rain up there?
some parts of the hill country were having some flash floods yesterday or day before. We had a pretty good little rain come through. It
Uh-oh.
didn't go, not much here in San Antonio.
Now we can only water our yards every 2 weeks. But the drought's so
They're-
bad.
Thursday and Friday, it's supposed to rain good, I think they're saying.
We're supposed to get rain tonight, first time since the middle of September.
I could send you some. I'm getting tired of seeing rain every day.
Yeah.
I'd like to
8
see it,
days
but
in a
it's
row
getting
without-
dry.
Yeah, we got rain over the weekend. Some drastically needed rain. It sprinkled off and on Saturday, and then Sunday, the sky just opened up. Nice steady drizzle for I don't know 16, 17 hours. We got about 1.25 inches of rainfall out here, but it came down at a rate where the ground could actually soak it up instead of it running off and going into the damn washes and then flooding out into the freaking desert.
That's good.
Soaking rain.
Yeah, it was an excellent rain. Man, it was cold.
I was really surprised
I got the
when
first,
JJ told me that Ruby sent graphics in of the same thing that was in my article.
I got the first rain at my house this week in 47 days.
Wow.
Say that again, Billy.
Said I was really surprised when JJ told me that Ruby sent some graphics in showing the same kind of stuff that was in my article.
Yeah, I was kind of perplexed by it when I was reviewing it. And then the way it was presented tonight. Yeah, it's in the newsletter, sweetheart.
Yep.
Along with a nice article that I QC'd the hell out of and had rewrote some of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, it's all good. I proof and change stuff around for conjugation all the time. So, but yeah, I thought that was odd.
I looked at the newsletter, but I didn't read the article to see if it was changed.
So she was, so she's always one of the early ones that logs on, when I first start the meeting up, an hour beforehand, right? And there's a collection I was working on my earn bottom, and so Dale and Matt and Al and a few others, we're talking politics, about the election and everything. And Brenda, and so she puts a comment in. I thought this group there was no politics talked in this group. So I saw that, so and I interrupted and I stopped everybody. I like, wait a minute. I go, this is the tailgate. The meeting hasn't even started yet. I go, I open it up early just so we can, for those that come on early, have a chance to get to know each other, talk shit, talk whatever. I go at the main meeting when it starts at the top of the hour, there won't be any talk of politics. So and she goes, well, I'm going to sign off and I'll log back on when the official meeting starts. Like, bye. I find it so odd, somebody from a different country
And then I
is
go and
upset about discussions that are taking place
and
that we're having amongst ourselves down here,
and then stupid me, I go and turn a Donald Trump tonight.
What?
And then stupid me, I go and turn a Donald Trump tonight.
Well, I wouldn't say it was stupid. Turn your video on, Al.
Man, I'm ready for bed.
Yeah, turn your video on, then you can say goodnight.
Yeah, we give Carl crap about that every week. Is
I know,
Carl still
right?
here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
So
watched the
good.
demo tonight. I'm surprised.
Right?
Man.
Yeah, Carl didn't sleep through the demo.
Well,
But at the beginning, when I started up early, or with the after hours, it's not PC. It's that's when we talk amongst ourselves and solve the world's problems. And I just find it odd that
mhm.
whatever. You were there, Al. So Roger, you were there, right?
Yeah.
Carl was there.
She didn't sign back in until 10 minutes after the official meeting started.
Yep, that's right. She didn't.
Yes, she did.
I'm sorry that I showed up late.
Don't
Yeah,
know what
damn it,
anyone's
Clint.
talking
All your
about.
fault.
I don't know what anyone's talking about.
Oh, it's all good, Al.
I'm serious, I really don't.
I know my Zoom keeps restarting on my damn laptop and it's driving me nuts. Must
Zoom's
be the
been
20th
bad
time
all
now.
day.
I swear to God.
It was bad in Martin's meeting this afternoon. Everybody was having issues.
Mine has been
Yeah,
fine, but
I was
it told
actually
me
going to
I need
log on today, but
Mine's been fine, but it told me I needed to upgrade or update
Don't.
before it launched. So I updated and everything.
I'm updated, so I don't know why it's doing crazy for my, when it first started doing it at the beginning of the meeting, I immediately switched my phone over to roaming, because I'm assuming, it's a problem with Cox cable out here. My phone's been fine with Zoom on it, so I'm assuming it's just here on the laptop. It needs to restart.
I had
One
to
of-
take
one of the
I had to take
kernels-
Zoom off last week and then reinstall it after their stupid update.
Yeah, I remember you saying that,
It seems to be working okay at the moment.
right? Yep.
All right, gentlemen, I am tired. It's been a weird couple of days. I'm gonna hit the stack.
All right. Real quick, Billy.
Yes, sir.
Have you guys reached out to anyone yet?
Oh crap. No. Yeah. No, I have been covered up.
Is that on the agenda?
I will put it there.
Okay. Make sure
I
you
will.
guys are working. Make sure you guys are working together. I don't want you to have to do everything, but that's also the reason why I got you there as well, and Scott's got you there
Yeah, there's
Right.
two of you there
as
for
a
a reason.
as a fail safe. So
Right. Yeah, I'll reach out to everybody. I'll go collect their email addresses and
Okay.
whatnot.
Why don't you CC Dane and I so that we know you did it?
I will.
That way we can see their response back to you too.
Okay.
yeah,
Well,
That'll
if
work.
they do a reply to all, that is. But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
Well,
hopefully that's what they do.
Yeah.
our advisor is chomping at the bit for some additional information, and
Oh, yeah. I gotta chase down email addresses is all.
yeah,
Okay. And
that'll
that's
work.
that's on our website somewhere.
I emailed you the contact list.
You emailed me the contact list.
The other day when we had our meeting. Monday.
Monday.
God, it seems like a week ago.
It does.
It was a week ago Monday.
Oh, there they are. Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to wade through it.
Yeah. But just do it. Just hit control F, and that'll bring up the find feature, and then
Duh.
type in the name you're looking for when you're in the PDF.
I got you. This ain't my first rodeo, Hoss.
Okay. All right.
See you later, Joaquin.
Hi, Joaquin.
Good night, Joaquin.
Night, Joaquin.
Hi, Joaquin.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Hey, I don't mean to be talking down to you
No,
like
no.
like a
Yeah,
little kid, like
I
that
understand.
person that was we've been listening to for the last few months.
Yeah, I do know how to search inside of PDF files.
I got to
and
give you
documents
shit.
and even web pages. You can do the same thing with a web page.
Yes, you can do it on any
Mhm.
Windows application.
Yep. All right. I will.
All right.
I got.
Holler if you get hung up on anything, Billy.
I will. We've had some vandalism issues at the church. that I've been taking care of, and
Oh boy.
working with the local police department. And now I've got to meet the window repair people up there tomorrow.
I hope you
So,
catch
but
the little shits.
But we've got him on film, so that's a
Good.
good thing.
Well, you can
Right.
start out by breaking his fingers and work your way from there.
Right. I was thinking ankles, but all right.
Well, you can break his fingers, because then if he can't spray the paint, he can't break anything.
He's not spraying paint; he's breaking windows. And this is the 6th window he's broken now in the last
Wow.
6 months, 7 months.
Yeah. Break the ankle. Now you can't walk or drive there.
Fortunately, this time, so he's been breaking the windows in the backyard of the church. So we've only got a 5-foot chain link fence, and he's been hopping it. And he's been breaking the windows in the back. So we got smart, and this past weekend we put up a 1/4-inch polycarbonate
Yeah.
on the outside of the screen, and you could see after we found that broken window Sunday morning, I went out and looked at the poly, and you can see he vigorously tried to break that poly.
Wailed
He-
on it. Huh? Oh,
Yeah, he did, and he ain't breaking that polycarbonate.
no.
But he was able to scar it up a little, but he didn't break the windows. So but that pissed him off. So he came around to the parking lot side of the building and broke one of the dining room windows out instead. And thankfully, we got him on camera this time. So we've got video of him breaking the window, and we've got clear stills of him walking away after he pulled his hoodie down. I don't think he expected the cameras to be on that side.
Yeah.
So now I've just got to get that information to investigators. They're gonna be in contact with me in the next few days. and Get that. get
Almost
all
makes
of
you
it.
want to sleep up at the church,
That's what I'm
Uh,
thinking.
right? That's
With a big ugly dog.
shit.
Uh,
12
or
days
big
with some
ugly-
rock salt in it.
Nah, let the dog out after him because the dog will do just as good.
I don't have any rock salt. All I have is double aught buck and bird shot. But
Yeah, that would be
Bird
too
shot
much.
really stings when they pull it out, though.
Yeah, it makes a mess on you.
anyway, so
All right.
I'm gonna hit the
Understandable.
sack.
All right, Billy. We'll talk to you later.
I'll be in touch. Yep.
See you later, Billy.
Okay. Thank you,
Night,
sir.
Y'all have a
Billy.
good night.
Good night, Bill. Have a good night.
Auf Wiedersehen. What's for dinner, Al?
Looked like a pickle sandwich he was putting together.
There were pickles. There were, I don't know what else it was. I don't remember what it was.
It was that good he can't remember.
It was pretty good.
I had a bowl of peanuts, so
Hey, it's the time for the hour.
and I got my bread.
I'm just sitting here listening.
Oh, it's well.
Hey, it
Oh,
was
good.
it was my 7:45